Welcome back, everybody. My name is Nicholas Bogroff Gansel, and I am creatively bankrupt. So today we are diving into Fleabag, a TV show that I know almost nothing about. I know that its lead protagonist is a female who talks to the camera, sort of like John Cusack in High Fidelity, and I know it's set in London, which actually so is High Fidelity in the original book. Well, somewhere in England. Not sure if it was London. But, yeah, that's about it. I have Amazon Prime, so I was, aware of this show, but I wasn't really interested in it until I saw the Ideas at Play video, basically explaining why you should watch Fleabag. The spoiler-free version, of course, called Perspective as Story in Fleabag. Why you should watch Fleabag. It was a very interesting video, but I watched it, a whole bunch of months ago, so I actually don't remember it almost at all. I remember it was something about how she frames the story through the narration and how that allows for information to be revealed at a different kind of pace or something. Basically, I think it was about how it's an unreliable narrator, which is always interesting. I shouldn't say always, which is usually interesting. There are ways of doing it badly, but I'm told this does it well. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I know it went 2 seasons, and I think it's done now after just a 12-episode run. So, yeah, I guess we'll dive in and find out what this is all about. Oh, and as always, if you're watching my videos without watching the original content first, you're doing the content a disservice and you're doing yourself a disservice. If you really do want your first experience of Fleabag to involve me, then head over to my Patreon. For just $1, you can get access to my uncut reactions that you can play alongside the original content. Let's get started.
You know that feeling when a guy you like sends you a text at 2 o'clock on a Tuesday night asking if he can come and find you, and you've accidentally made it out like you've just got in yourself, so you have to get out of bed, drink half a bottle of wine, get in the shower, shave everything, dig out some agent provocateur business, suspend about the whole bit, and wait by the door until the buzzer goes?
Nope. But I see you have.
And then you open the door to him like you've almost forgotten he's coming over. Oh. Hi.
I already love this.
And then you get to it immediately. After some pretty standard bouncing, you realise...
Standard bouncing.
He's edging towards your arsehole.
That was a
the next morning,
poignant transition.
You wake. He says that...
Last night was incredible.
Which you think is an overstatement. But then he goes on to say that...
It was particularly special because I've never managed to actually up the bum with anyone before.
To be fair, he does have a large penis.
Never found anyone I could do it with.
And you spend the rest of the day wondering... Do I have a massive asshole?
With that amount of narration, you almost don't need the visuals. I mean, but the visuals were definitely contributing tonally and stylistically. I also love how short the title card was.
No, we broke up quite recently, actually.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry / really pleased. How the hell did he manage to fuck that up?
Power rarely gives up without a fight.
I'm sorry, was the implication there supposed to be that Barack Obama was her boyfriend? I feel like it wasn't. But, that cut seemed very pointed.
Difficult days along the way. Deny minority rights to the nationalism that left so many
Nothing.
Gotcha! This is how she fucked it up. Okay.
He was talking about democracy.
Oh, he was just...
She doesn't even remember what he was talking
really
about!
kind.
Okay,
Supportive
that
of
was...
my work.
That was
He'd
great.
cook all the time, run baths, hoover. He'd laugh at all of my jokes. He was really great with my family and my friends loved him. Plus, he was really fucking affectionate.
And I'll be sure to treat you like a nasty little bitch. That was a joke.
Oh, no, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, that was like, oh, okay. Great, wow. I'll buzz you then?
Okay.
Oh, is it a job interview? Is that why she was not on her way to work?
Thank you for coming in today. We really appreciate you considering us for your small business startup loan.
Oh, never mind.
I've read your application form.
I'm really intrigued now about what
I'm going to need to
her
see
business
more.
is.
It says in here that you opened the business with your partner. Okay. I'm sorry, that kind of thing won't get you very far here anymore.
Oh, no, sorry. I thought I had a top on underneath.
Yeah, okay.
No, seriously.
I take this kind of thing very seriously.
I'm not trying to shag you. Look at yourself.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Please leave.
I don't think they ever mentioned what her small business was. Unless that's what he was saying
Sister.
when she
She's
lifted her
uptight and
top.
beautiful and probably anorexic, but clothes look awesome on her, so... You look tired.
Thanks, I've been sleeping really well recently.
This might be a hard show to react to, because the jokes...
I'm wearing the top that she lost years ago, so... This is gonna be tense.
Like, literally,
Do you want to take your coat off?
No.
the jokes are happening so quick that if I talk, I'm missing the setup for the next joke.
So, any luck?
God,
with-
can we just
with-
have 2
I was
seconds
going to
with the
ask how it was
I know,
going
I
with
just
the
don't want to talk about
cafe.
it yet.
Fine, we won't talk then.
Cafe. That's her small business. Okay.
The only thing harder than having to tell your super high-powered, perfect, anorexic, rich super sister that you've run out of money is having to ask her to bail you out. I'm just gonna ask her. I'm just gonna ask her. I'm just gonna ask her. Just gonna come.
Do you need to borrow money?
No. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it.
Is Harry helping?
We broke up.
What? Again?
If you see him, I'm a wreck, okay?
Gosh, just don't get drunk and scream through his letterbox again.
Oh, a friend.
Oh my god, definitely not. That does nothing for you.
These are my clothes, Boo. I've been wearing these all day.
Oh god.
I'll buy you
I've been
sexy.
so many places today!
I'll buy you sexy pants. I'm sorry.
So wait, is this another day? Because she's wearing different clothes?
Oh, I mean, you really
Oh,
shouldn't
it's a
wear
flashback.
such cheap materials. They don't let your funny breathe.
The pacing of this is really interesting with the extended flashbacks.
Please raise your hands if you would trade 5 years of your life for the so-called perfect body.
Fuck, I'd do that.
Bad feminists.
But think about it. The amount of time you have to spend at the gym to get, like, the body that's, like, the perfect body, it's not like that's gonna amount to less than 5 years. I would happily be like, yo, I'll die 5 years sooner, and I just never have to worry about that.
Jesus!
Fucking hug!
Why the fuck did you do that? That's terrifying. Never do that again.
I was just trying to... Are you okay?
That was fantastic! Oh my god.
Do you want to go for a drink? Or...
I've got plans.
Okay, fine, sure. See you next time women speak then.
Do you want to go for a drink?
My sister blows glass. She has done for a long time. I was saying, I've never been in a fight. Well, I've been in a fight. I've never been punched in the face. You know what I mean? I've been punched in the leg, and someone once threw some punch in my face. So my colours this season are sort of brown mainly, but I wouldn't say no to a maroon.
Were there supposed to be time jumps, or are those really the number of topics of conversations you can run through in a single sentence?
Like a little cucky tale. I like you.
Okay, you're a dick.
What's going on?
You're pathetic.
You drop this.
The money she stole from him! Oh my god.
You okay?
Are you okay? Sad face.
I'm fine.
You know, for a normal person, that would be rock bottom. I get the sense she's not a normal person.
Oh. You're such a lovely man.
I spoke too soon. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fuck it. This is totally fine.
You knew this was gonna happen. Not just because they foreshadowed it multiple times. Whoa, hold up. Who's this guy?
All right, Dad.
What's going on?
Oh, never mind. Okay.
I'm
I fell
absolutely
for
fine.
it.
Oh, fuck it. I have a horrible feeling that I'm a greedy, perverted, selfish, apathetic, cynical, depraved, morally bankrupt woman who can't even call herself a feminist.
Well, you get all that from your mother.
Whoa. Selling out the dead wife. Cold.
Good one.
It's not really my place, but are you okay? Everyone's been really worried.
Poor fucker.
It's very valuable, actually.
How much?
Thousands.
Can I have it?
No.
What's that?
Oh, my self-portrait.
Oh.
Yeah, what she said.
Oh, I can hear you're deaf. Please look after yourself. You really do look ghastly, darling.
I opened the cafe with my friend Boo.
Cute name.
Yeah. Yeah, she's dead now. She accidentally killed herself. It wasn't her intention, but it wasn't a total accident. She didn't actually think she'd die. She just found out that her boyfriend fucked someone else and wanted to punish him by ending up in hospital and not letting him visit her for a bit. She decided to walk into a busy cycle lane, wanting to get tangled in a bike, break a finger maybe. As it turns out, bikes go fast and flip you into the road. 3 people died. She was such a dick.
She stole it! Slightly confused as to why there's not a shirt under the jacket anymore. Whoa, shit! That is an intense end title card. It, really in your face, like the Cabin in the Woods intro. I dig it, though. So that was the pilot episode of Fleabag, and, I really enjoyed it. It was very engaging. It kicked off the opening scene very strong. And I like that. It right off the bat was kind of just like, this is what the show is. You're either gonna love it or hate it. And I love shows that, you know, really have the audacity to do that. Because if you don't like the show, if it's not for you, then you don't have your time wasted. You can just, you know, get the fuck out of there and be like, okay, I'm done with this show. But if it is for you, then it's like, all right, I'm on board. Let's do this. Let's go on this crazy ride. And I'm very much on board for this show. That opening speech she gave, where she's like standing at the door and like awkwardly glancing at the camera. And I've never been in that exact situation, but I have been in situations where I've been texting with people or Facebook messaging with people and either inadvertently or sort of on purposely communicated or implied an untruth about the context we are having this conversation, and then they make it explicit that this is their understanding of what, you know, of the context, and you're like, oh, that's not accurate, and you think, it's too late to correct them, so how do I continue the conversation in a way that does not raise questions for them, but also isn't just a huge lie. Like, how do I frame what I'm saying in a way that is true, but doesn't lead them to realize there's been this miscommunication? Because explaining it would just be way too embarrassing. In some respects, I feel like this is a show for people with social anxiety. It also might be very bad for people with social anxiety because of the situation she gets herself in. But it very much shows the overthinking and ambivalent kind of nature of as we go through our lives and how we respond to situations. And it also very clearly communicates her character very quickly. I don't know her name. They never said her name that I caught. They might have said it, but I definitely did not catch it. I looked on IMDb, and she's just credited as Fleabag. I can't imagine that's her real given name. So I'm thinking they just never say her name, and she's just referred to by the script and the text and whatever as Fleabag because she's never actually directly referred to. That's my guess. I might be wrong. I didn't catch her friend's name either, though, and I'm pretty sure they did say that. I feel like she looked her in the eyes and said her name possibly as many as 3 times. I might be mistaken. But I was talking over some of their scenes, and I feel like I noticed her looking at her friend and saying a sentence that would structurally require a name. And I might have even heard the name and just, because I suck at retaining names. One thing about the episode, it didn't really have a decisive ending. But it doesn't need one necessarily. Usually with a pilot, my rule is it should end on the reason why you should keep watching the show. Like the last scene or the last line, somewhere towards the end, they should really be like, this is what the show's about, this is why you should keep watching. But because this is a 6-episode season, it's kind of more of a limited run series than a TV show. And so there's less emphasis put on the pilot to function as a pilot. So I don't really need that in this. And even to a lesser extent than with some pilots, it did show the depths she will drop to because she stole this statue thing from her stepmom, and she's been talking about how she needs money, and they don't really address whether she stole it because she desperately needed the money or whether she stole it because she was being petty. Like, either are completely conceivable to me at this point. And they might never go back into it. That might just be like a little thing that never comes back. But that could actually end up being a big plot point about my $1,000 statue's gone missing. I think you stole it, and tension arising over that. I don't really predict that'll be how it goes, though. I don't expect a very strong... I don't want to say not strong. I don't expect a huge amount of focus on the plot over the course of the season. Just based on the tone and vibe of the first episode, I feel like it's going to be much more character-based, much more theme-based. Because this was very character and tone-driven. But I could see it becoming more thematic as it goes on. Like, as it puts her in these different situations and we get kind of these glimpses into her life, I could see them beginning to structure around some kind of thematic point. Or just around a character arc. Although, I don't know how much of an arc we're going to get from her. I feel like it'd be more a character revelation. Like, the more we see her, the more we get to know her, we eventually learn something about her character that kind of puts everything into perspective or clicks everything into place. But regardless of how it's structured over the course of the season, whether it's around a story that emerges or character revelations or some sort of theme, I feel like the way they're going to do it is less story-based, probably, and it's going to be more just like, we keep getting glimpses from her world, from her perspective, that eventually culminate in some sort of emotional or thematic climax, whether it's we see the character push to her breaking point, or we have a deep-seated character revelation that bubbles up as a result of the circumstances where, like I said, we learn something that clicks her character into place, or whether it is built around a theme, and as these different vignettes keep occurring, it kind of drives towards a focal point. I do expect the end of the season will be more serious. The end of the episode with the interaction with the father, it's not that it wasn't funny, and it's not that it stopped being irreverent, but there was something tonally about that just struck me as a little more emotional and a little more serious. Like, just a hint of, a glimpse of the depths to come. Of like, there's clearly a lot of tragedy in her life and her past based on her relationship with her sister and her strained relationship with her father, her financial woes, the fact that she can't seem to make a relationship work. Because it's not like she dumped her ex-boyfriend, he dumped her, and it didn't seem like she was fed up with him. It kind of seemed like, nah, I wish he would have just put up with me masturbating to Barack Obama, and we could have just been together. So clearly, even if she hasn't sustained some kind of intense, dramatic trauma, there's this element of deeper emotions and deeper hurt that's driving some of this. At least that's what I took away from it. So, yeah, maybe it'll turn out I'm completely wrong and it's just going to be, frivolous and ludicrous, and it'll just keep getting weirder and funnier, and maybe it could do that. I don't know. But I really got the sense that this isn't just an irreverent comedy, it's really a character study. And that we're really learning who this character is on her own terms. And by the end of this season, I'm thinking either her terms are going to change and she'll let us in further than she did before, or something is going to get stripped away out of her control and it'll no longer be on her terms. All that to say, I'm really interested to see where this goes. So yeah, come back next time and we will check out another episode of Fleabag. And as always, please like and subscribe because I would love to have y'all coming back on the regular.